Hi, my name's Deb Hopper, Occupational Therapist at Life Skills for Kids. And today I'm talking to you about a topic which is very close to my heart and one which is making headlines, unfortunately, and it really breaks my heart. What I'm talking about is the issue of more and more incidences and examples of children being locked in schools. And the reasons why this is happening, I think it's a very complex issue, and I think we need to really look hard at this and try and figure out what's happening. So there's been 3 main incidences advertised in Australia. One was in Canberra around Easter time, one was in Victoria the other week, and the most recent one was in Hervey Bay in Queensland. So what is happening? Children are struggling with behaviour. Often they're on the autism spectrum. Often they have other diagnoses as well, perhaps oppositional defiance disorder. And teachers are using these rooms to contain or restrain children, and they're really struggling to manage their behaviour in class. So some rooms are being labelled as being cages, some are being described as rooms with 1 or 2 locks. So what is really happening? It's what I have coined the danger of the disconnect, and I think that in some schools that the disconnection has happened, and we really need to do something about this really quickly. So I work with children on the spectrum all day, every day, and often the behaviour is really difficult to manage. It's not easy for parents or teachers, and I really validate that, and it's really complex. From my experience, the key to know what's happening is to truly understand what is happening and to really understand the makeup of their sensory processing reactions to different senses, which can have a massive impact on driving their behaviour. So one process that I know does work for me is to assess the underlying sensory processing reasons as to what is happening. Why are they in meltdown or shut down? Why are they lashing out? Is the room too noisy? Are they overwhelmed by visuals of of kids moving around the room? There's lots and lots of reasons. Once you have an understanding of what's happening, we need to call a team meeting with everyone who's involved, and that might include the school team, the principal, the bus driver, the art and craft teacher, the PE teacher, because children react differently in every different environment, because every environment has different sensory processing demands. We need to have parents on board too, and if everyone can understand the underlying sensory processing reasons, then we can develop strategies to be able to help that child and to develop an individual supporting plan for them. And I'd also just like to comment on some of these places are being called a sensory or a safe place. There's lots of different names for them: timeout, seclusion. But if we really want to use these spaces as a sensory retreat, then we need to provide resources that are going to help that individual child. We can't just have a bare room with a pillow. We need to have sensory supports. We need to have beanbags or a tent or calming music, some dull dim lights, or visual oil toys, or some fidget toys. There's lots of different resources that I use and recommend every day that can really make a difference to helping children to be able to remain calm, to self-regulate. So I teach these processes, and I teach these strategies around the state and around the country, and I would really like to support your school or your children if they are struggling with this. We really need to understand what assessments we use. We need to understand the strategies. I also present on behalf of Diana Henry, who's one of the experts in sensory processing in the world. I present her sensory processing measures assessment workshop, and also her new quick tips strategies workshop. So between having a good understanding through assessment and through identifying strategies that will go across the home and the school environment, we can really help support these children, and also to support teachers with the knowledge and support parents at home with knowledge about what can work for children. So send me an email, Debbie at lifeskills4kids.com.au, and I'd love to help you to support your children.